had my first viewer in the friggin' phone. Dropped 3 viewers. I might have to tape this thing. Sub vapes? Nothing is good. Everything is still terrible. But I'm here. So that means y'all can be here. Let's do this. Let me see. There we go. Is that gonna work? Stop moving. Wait, if I roll it up. Yes. Ingenuity. That's what you need. Well, I just got off of watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. His time zone is way. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm trying to charge my phone. So I'm trying to balance it on the cord. This is embarrassing. Not doing a good job. Alright, stay there. Son of a bitch. Okay, there's got to be a better way to do this. Let me think. Just bear with me, folks. I've got an elastic band. Let's take an elastic band. There we go. We'll put it around the phone. And around the base. Boom! That's not going to fall. Elastic band. Hold on, let me just get this proper. I want it right in the middle so I can see all you guys' comments. There we go. Wow, I can't believe I never thought of that before. Yeah, that's not falling anywhere. Even if I pound on the table, that's not going anywhere. So, comments. Sigflow has a stand for you? Mail it to me. Blackie Fitzpatrick, sup, nigga? Great show, by the way. I love that you don't step on anyone's toes, and also the music that you play, because there are many music channels you're not doing the music that they do. So I think that's fantastic. Masshole from South Boston. I don't know if Blackie's referring to himself or me. Who knows? Could be either. All I know is this masshole is about to enjoy some nuck, if that makes any sense. So if the show gets a little weird, oh my god. I'm subscribed. No, let me just tell you. Before I even do this, let me just tell you. And this is no brag, it's just fact. I am subscribed to so many channels, and I always hit the bell so I get the alerts, the subscription alerts. Some days, and it's happening right now, I'll get 20 alerts an hour. Now you think about that. What does that mean? That means a different alert basically every 20 seconds in the aggregate. It's crazy, but I think it's great. Because it's independent media, motherfuckers. This is gonna, by the way, mainstream news is gonna go away. Oh, that is some strong marijuana. Oh my god. Mainstream news is eventually gonna go away. Shows like this are what's gonna take over. And I don't know if it's gonna necessarily be YouTube. Who knows? Maybe it's going to continue on another platform. Twitch.tv. That's where Gorf hangs out. Or some other shit. Who knows? But I can tell you this right now. Mainstream media is dead. My family are full of liberals. And this is my opening monologue, and then I'll shut up. All right? My family are all liberals. Hardcore. Hardcore. Hardcore Democrats, right? It's like their thing. And I love my family. But politically, I can't get there. You know what I mean? And I think they watch shows like Rachel Maddow and stuff like that. And if they don't, many others do. Otherwise, she wouldn't have an audience. Otherwise, Rachel... And I say she in quotations, because I don't really know what's going on with Rachel Maddow. I don't know what's going on there. You know, is that a she? But anyway, where was I going with that? So the whole entire idea is all of us to just get our voices out, and it's going to continue, because ever just since I started, and I'm not even a big name, you know, no one knows who I am. Who cares? No one knows who I am, you know? But I think the first wave was stuff like Gramps and JujuBot, and the second wave was us that started our own live streams, and the third wave is going to be those who, you know, have the confidence enough because of the first and second wave to start their own live streams, which is already happening. I have a 19-year-old doing her own live stream. You know what I mean? 19-year-old girl doing her own friggin' political live stream? Are you fucking kidding me? That's called penetration, folks. And I don't mean like, you know, sex things. I mean like, that's penetration, like, it's like people are starting to get it. You know, they're starting to get it. What's going on? That all the corporate media, even Fox, is fucking fake. Say that 5 times fast. So, when I look at what I'm doing, it's like, is it a little weird? Sure. Is it a little unorthodox? Certainly. Is it improper? No. Is it necessary? Yes. You know? And we got all kinds of independent chats coming up. We got Harmony doing music. You know, we still have JujuBot, who's probably the biggest one in the room, or Gramps. Maybe that's like 2 heads on the same awesome dragon, or whatever. You know, we get them all. And sometimes there are thousands of viewers. And I'm not trying to be a superstar. What I'm trying to do is to get other folks to show that a normal, weird fucking guy like me can have a pretty successful YouTube stream that actually garners followers, and for all of y'all to do the same. You're 18, get out of school, spend 30 minutes on YouTube, do a fucking political live stream. You're 68, you just get out of, you know, job or the unemployment office, or you just had some bone marrow removed or whatever. Go home, take your fucking Percocets or whatever, and do a half-hour live stream. You know? That's how we're going to change the political narrative. And we're in the process now, and we started it, and you guys all know this. We started it by electing the president that we elected. The establishment is like, what the fuck? Oh no, they're freaking out. And I think it's fantastic. Because they're the same people that did 9/11. They're the same people that run the mainstream media. They're the same people from the Bavarian Illuminati from Europe. They're the same people that are of Rothschild descent, the international bankers, Rockefeller, all that garbage. Filth. Satanic filth. And I'm not going to put up with it anymore. So I go on YouTube, and here's what happens. I start doing just a random show, and I meet, you know, my friend Blackie, and I meet, you know, Harmony, and I meet Gramps, and I meet JujuBot, and I meet everyone. MMP Cody, Jamhouse. And everyone seems to have the ability to talk and be very cognizant. You know, very, what I would say, intelligent in each and everyone's own way. And also cognizant of the news. So, news. By the way, a lot of folks don't know this, and then I'm going to shut up, but I want to say this. A lot of people don't know that news is actually an Illuminati acronym. Did you know that? And bonus points to anybody who knows what news stands for. Go. Do it. Do it. No Googling. No Googling. This must come from stuff you already know. What does news stand for? NEWS. What does that stand for? Oh my God. Can I get millions of dollars? Well, you messed it up. But Yellow Lighters is right. Can I get millions of dollars so I can give Yellow Lighters millions of dollars? Anticia's joined us. Yes. North, east, west, south. Because they cover the landscape. That's what news stands for. A lot of folks don't know that. And they think, well, JB, you're an internet researcher and you've been doing this for, 14 years on the internet, but the news has been around since the 1800s. Yes, so has the Illuminati, nigga. Pay attention to what I'm saying. That's how bad it is. That's what we're up against. Okay? I'm not saying anyone said that, but I'm just saying that's what folks would say. But isn't that interesting? Hold on, I'm trying to set up my camera tracing. Come on. There we go. It's stuck over here. By the way, my camera brace is nothing more than a thin elastic band that used to wrap up carrots and is now being used to wrap up my phone. Why is Barbara Warren not a moderator? Hey Barbara, I need to make you a moderator. Is that cool? Okay, good. Well, yeah, because it's a fucking mod-only stream, so... If you're not friend and you're not blue, you're not here. Because chances are you're a fucking troll. I got targeted so badly. So badly. And I'm not whining, I'm just telling you. So I need to know who I'm dealing with. Well, my rubbers aren't working overtime yet, but I have a plan for that. And I'll talk to you about that privately, because I actually have some questions. Believe it or not. That's for Blackie. Antige me. Niggas in the room, pay attention. And when I say niggas, I don't mean black people. But if you're black, that's awesome. What I mean is, yo, niggas pay attention. You know what I mean? Antige Me has a show now. And I've watched 2 or 3 of them, and they're fantastic. Way more chill than mine. So it won't get your blood boiling. But it's just nice that we're all kind of stepping up. So make sure that you like and subscribe to Antige Me and check out his fucking show. Do it. Do it now. Do it. This is why I need to hang out with Blackie. Like in person. Like go clubbing maybe like 3 days, 2 nights, something like that. But he's so popular as a personality. He actually comes into my channel and makes it better by like subtly explaining me, even though he doesn't really know that it's like subconscious. A social butterfly, as it were. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. You know, I got a lot of problems right now. I need to get reemployed. Well, I don't want to talk about that. I want to stick on conspiracies. I've seen an uptick. I'm just going to say this plainly and simply. I've seen an uptick in the amount of not copied and redistributed, but new videos about an umbrella subject, which is bases on the moon, dome-shaped cities on the moon, aliens on the moon, CIA on the moon. On YouTube, I've seen an uptick of new information about that stuff. What does anyone think? Any thoughts on that? Vicky is laughing. Blackie Fitzpatrick is himself. Blackie Fitzpatrick says 2. I guess that means no. I'm just curious if anyone's heard about it. I can't assume when you start a YouTube live stream, I can't assume with a random sampling of audience that everyone has spent 18 years fucking researching aliens and UFOs and 9/11 and all that stuff. I can't assume that. And yet, somehow, I managed to do it. So, it is what it is. I mean, that's why when you see me do my other shows, when it's not about this type of stuff, it's always about food. Or maybe fishing. Stuff like that. I haven't been on a date in like a year and a half. I want to do a dating show, too. I think that would be interesting. Blackie will be the chief moderator at that show. I can tell he's a fucking pimp. You know why? Because he's from Boston. Barbara Warren has not heard about it. Please tell. Cool JB. Ha ha ha. Missed you. I was on vacation. Well, I hope you had a good vacation, Vicky, and I missed you too. What was the comment that someone wanted me to talk about? I'm just ranting at this point. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep my thought process to like in a linear fashion. Sometimes I just say things and I'm like a cat. I'm just like, oh, there's a bird. I go on to the next thing. And then I forget the previous thing. Yeah, maybe I'll start one, or maybe I'll just go on it, on one of them. Like OK Cupid or some shit. I think that's out there. Antige Me says LOL. Oh, that's what I thought I forgot about. If there's anybody new, because the numbers went up by 3, Antige Me has a show, so make sure that you like and subscribe to Antige Me. He's in the chat right now, and you got to watch his live show. He goes on a little bit less than me, but you got to watch, man. We all got to support each other. Hey, I even have the power now that I have this YouTube channel that I can like use my voice that you guys are used to, right? And you're kind of used to my face. You're getting used to my beard. You're getting used to the fact that I'm a guy that wears glasses because I'm friggin' blind. But you're also getting used to my message, which is it's okay for us to all listen to each other. On YouTube. And it's certainly okay for us to disagree with each other. I think that's fantastic. And in fact, I think it's paramount. Because when you end up with groupthink, when everyone just says the same thing, thinks the same thing, thinks the same way, has similar mental processes, you end up with MSNBC, and you end up with a large portion of the Democrat Party. and a large portion of the Republican Party. It's really plain to see. It's like a plain cheeseburger. It's like, oh, yeah, there's this. Okay. By the way, has anybody ever had a catfish, a fried catfish po' boy sub? Specific fried catfish po' boy sub. I'm just curious. Vicky likes the scary voice. I do that to use for like Hillary or for the deep state. That's why I invented that. You know? It's just one of those things. After 9/11, we will have total control. Well, no, actually you won't, because you left us plebes out here running around just eating food and trying to find jobs and shit and drinking too much and smoking a little weed. You left us plebes out here, you know, with the internet. Why'd you leave us with the internet, you fucking idiots? What the fuck is wrong with you? You left us the internet. Everything is on the internet, and anybody with a, I would say, over 110 IQ can figure out exactly what your New World Order plan is, you stupid fucks. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why'd you leave us the internet? Is it because you want to jerk off to the fact that you hoodwinked us so bad for so many years? Is that why? I know how psychopaths work. I'm very well versed in that area given past life experiences. So give me a friggin' break. It's really, really funny. Because you know what's going on to my audience right now that's watching, which is actually growing. 9. I'm actually, I feel like, because I know they watch everything. I know the NSA records everything. So I feel like I'm talking to the Illuminati right now. I really do. I actually do. And I'm not being sarcastic. It's like, dude, we know that you came from royalty. We know that you might be half alien blood, you know, from other planets, other solar systems. I get it. Other dimensions. You might be half demon or full demon. I get it. You know, I've done the research. I totally get it. But what's really sad is if you're not any of that quote-unquote superior stuff, you're just a human being that was very subversive and psychopathic and Machiavellian and tried to take over the world. It's not going to work and it's not going to happen. And with that, I'm going to shut up and pay attention to the chat room. I'm not doing a good job right now. Jeez, I have to get real close to this thing. How do I do this? Shit. Okay. You know what? I'll just hold the phone. Alright, good. Because I can't read shit. James Robert has joined us. Our Boyd has joined us. Vicky says hi. Yo, our Boyd. Howdy. Barbara Worm. Hey, Boyd. Yellow Lighters. Jim. Bob. Vic E. Say in scary voice, wrong way, wrong way. Maybe I'll get to that in a second. That's kind of funny and weird. Step by step, JB. Yeah, I know, but it's not me step by step. We're gonna eventually need a Trump/military coup d'etat, in my opinion. against the Illuminati. Abolish the Fed. Oh, now I'm going to start ranting. All right, so I'm not going to start ranting until I read the rest of the comments. Say in scary voice wrong. Oh, yeah, I already read that. I will. Glad to be here, Barbara. Thanks, James. Cool. Blackie's laughing because it's kind of like inside stuff. Hi, James. Hi, sir. Cool. So, yeah. So, you know what's going on here? It's really, really simple. Someone had a request earlier. Make sure you watch the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. If not, I will eat your soul. So there's the scary voice. So I accomplished two things there. You know, promotion and self-promotion. Yeah, so it is what it is. You know? Who cares? Vicky's stepping a little bit into my boundaries. Don't ever tell me what to say. Even if it's going to be cool, don't tell me what to say. That includes men and women. Don't tell me what to say. I don't like that stuff. It ends up because once you give an inch, people tend. I'm not saying you would, but I have a blanket kind of rule with that. It's like, right? You know, I have a blanket rule with that. No one is ever allowed to tell me what to say. They can ask me to quote something from a movie, which is totally fine. I have no problem with that. But never tell me what to say. Ever. Don't apologize. You're the first time that you've ever heard this. Don't. I'm not mad. I'm just telling you. You know, it's kind of like I remember back when I was 19 and I used to sneak into bars. You know, like grown-up bars and shit like that. So you dress nice, you put on the collared shirt, you have the nice shoes. You know, you could wear slacks, or I think even more appropriate was just jeans, like a black shirt tucked into jeans with a nice belt and a watch. That's all you need. And then I would walk into these clubs, and I was like 19. And I obviously wanted booze from the bar. I wanted to be like, you know, yeah. But I'm 2 years underage, so it's like, shit, how am I going to do this stuff? So the way that I did it was I would just go to the bar and I would start performing basically magic on them. Like distractionist techniques. I would go, so I'd show up at the bar. I'd usually try to find an empty seat, or if I had to, I would say, you know, use my elbows and excuse me, can I cut in? And they'd be like, yeah, it's fine. And they'd pull up part of their bar stools, and I'd look at the bartender and I'd go, dude, my friend over there is having such a good time. Are you having a good time? So you've already taken their mind off you. You see that technique? It actually really works almost every time. Yo, it seems like your friends down there are having a good time. Are you having a good time tonight? Bring them up. And then they get that endorphin rush. And they're like, yeah, because they can't say no. Unless they're really having like a disaster day, unless they just had like a divorce or some shit, they can't say no. They're not allowed to say no. So that's the first step. And I used to do, I got so good at this. I did it so quick. I did it so like efficiently. So that I would say, cool, man. What time do you guys actually close, or do you guys stay open later? So now I've got him distracted even more. Him or her, because I did this many times. Him or her. So I just asked them if they're going to stay, thinking of staying open later. Which makes them think, oh shit, I don't want to stay open later. Because I've worked in restaurants. So they end up thinking, oh shit, do I have to stay up later? No, I don't want to do that, but are there customers? Yeah. Do I want to make the money? Yeah. Ah, shit. So you've done a second level of distraction on them. I did this when I was 19, maybe 18. Total Machiavelli, I'm not going to deny it. And I certainly don't pride myself on knowing how to fool people. But, this is years and years and years ago. Right? This is when I was a kid. I was like, oh shit. Anyway, I'm ranting. I'm not that way now. So let's go back. And then I graduated to the point where I could, when I was touring in the band, I could get myself a beer from the other. That was pretty easy, but I could also get myself some, a little bit of weed, smoke with them, get in with the in crowd, bump elbows, bump shoulders, what up, homie? That kind of stuff. But that was easy when you're musicians because you're in the conglomerate. But I also liked, because for some reason my group of friends were always like 3 years older than me, even through high school. You know, my class was like, my grade, my age was like, yeah, that's JB the nerd. He's fine, but I didn't really have a lot of companionship with them. But the seniors friggin' loved me. And especially because I was a musician and then toured in a band with one of them. So it was just the weirdest thing, man. Isn't life so fucking weird? I just think the way that everything operates is so crazy. You can't expect what's going to happen next. And I'm not saying you, I'm not pointing at you, I'm not talking at one person. I'm saying one cannot expect what's going to come next. And it's just, to me, it's just the craziest thing. Because I always thought if you work hard and you have a forward plan, you're gonna be awesome and or at least decent. That's not the case. All it takes is one car accident, smash up your car, drank a little too much booze, and your entire life can change in a second. Literally in a second. Not figuratively in a second. I don't mean to be annoying. I don't mean to be annoying. But literally in a second. We got some JujuBot Live going on. We get some 9 watching me. Why don't I do another minute and I'll take your comments, answer your questions, and then we'll all move over to JujuBot. Or wherever you guys want. Who cares? Yep. I invented that voice to start doing, the fuck's his name? He's finally dead, thank God. David Rockefeller. Because he really talked like this in person. This was the way that he talked. Yes, we are going to have a new world order. I'm just walking to the basement. Hold on. I'm straight up. I don't know how many are watching right now. I keep getting too many Google Hangouts. Oh, 9 watching, 10 likes. Very nice. All right, look. I know he's died. I don't want to say passed away. That's too kind. He's fucking in the ground. David Rockefeller. David Rockefeller. The biggest thing that we have to deal with in the next century is overpopulation growth. Okay. You first, which already happened, thank God. Give me a fucking break. These are the rulers of the planet? Who here would let... Here's an interesting question. I can't believe I just thought of this. Who here would let President Donald Trump be world leader for 6 months? Who would let that happen? I know what the answers are going to be. I know what everyone's going to say. I know exactly what everyone's going to say. Oh, but that can't happen right now because we have so many new chatters coming in. Everyone's saying hi. We get Don 1. Barbara's back. Antige is here, who has a music channel. Vicky, we talked about that earlier, back from vacation. I don't know where you went. If you want to share it, feel free. If you don't, I totally get it. Wherever you went, though, I hope you did some fishing. Could be bass, could be perch, could be anything. Man, I think I'm just gonna quit smoking cold turkey. That's the only. They say that's the only way. Patches fail, gum fails, all that shit. Not that that's what I want to talk about, but. Well, Vicky says she loves to fish and she fished her heart out, but here's what fucking counts. Did you fucking catch anything? And if so, what? And we want weight, we want size, and then we also want to know if you ate it or not. Vicky says, little fish. Don Juan says, what did you call me? I don't know what that, I don't have your number. I didn't call you. Smoked turkey is good. I'm reading back. James Roberts, smoked turkey is good. Yeah, it's good. It's good in the big form that you have to cut when they sell it at the grocery store. Because frankly, they couldn't sell the turkeys, so they threw them in the smoker. Or basically an oven and then just turned it up to broil. Same thing. And you can, I guess maybe they throw in some hickory chips in there or something and do it maybe overnight. But I like that stuff. I think it's good. You take a slice of that, keep the skin on, to me. This is only to me. You get a piece of that smoked turkey, skin on, breast, right? Cut it. Maybe it's about a half-inch thick-ish. Put a little bit of mustard on some crusty bread, scally bread, preferably. Yes, I eat white bread. I'm not afraid of it. The hell else? If you have any tomatoes, boom, throw them on there. But I like to keep it simple, and then plenty of mayonnaise on the other side. I'm talking like a disgusting amount of mayonnaise. Like, you wouldn't want to show the amount of mayonnaise that you're putting on this side of the bread in front of other people, even your family. Okay, that's how I like it. And yeah, so you got your smoked turkey, bread, mayo thing going on. It's it's phenomenal. What the hell can I say? All I tell is the truth in my channel, man. I'm making Vicky hungry. Andy Lemieux has joined us and loves mayo. Yeah, so do I. I really do. And I'm not fat. Like, I'm like, I think everybody's metabolism is different. I think that's why some folks can eat a friggin' cherry and end up being 400 pounds. And it's sad because something maybe genetic. I don't know. You tell me. I eat like a steak a day. I don't have any money, I'm unemployed right now, so I don't have any money. But I have some saved, so I get some steaks and burger meat and stuff and eggs and all that kind of stuff, and I eat it all day. Like 3 meals. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. 3 meals. And I'm losing weight. Maybe I have a tapeworm or cancer. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be hilarious. If I get cancer, I'm going to do an entire YouTube series about that. Yes, I am that cold. I've had cancer in my family constantly. I'm desensitized to it. So, maybe I could do that show. Who knows? Can you imagine if I did a fucking video where I'm like, yeah, so they're replacing my pancreas today. I'm going to be out for about 6 hours, and then I'll talk to you guys later on. And then I just sign off. You'd be like, what the fuck? Look, I'm just trying to make light of a dark subject, okay? I'm not trying to offend anyone. Alright, it's very important that you guys understand that. Guys and girls, it's very important that you understand that. The comments are coming so fast, I can't. Shit. Barbara Warren says, good attitude, JB. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not. Oh, cool. More people here than at Juju's? Sweet. I'm not in competition with her. I don't care about being in competition with JujuBot. The whole reason that I went online 2 years ago, well, it was obviously because of the election. And I wanted to do what I could. I simply wanted to do what I could. Because I felt Trump was the best pick. And, I mean, I could rant for hours. I could rant for hours. Hours of, over and over and over. But I do not need to do that. What I can do is pay tribute to the fact that what allowed me, and I'm talking about internally, and I'm not trying to get all super spiritual or any of that kind of stuff. Although I believe in about just one day randomly. Just one day randomly, I decided I go, okay, I wonder what would happen if I do a live stream. And I did a live stream and I got 7 viewers. My first day. No idea what I was doing. No idea. Not a clue in the world. It's like you have to. It's a. To me, I'm not. I'm not saying this about everyone. I'm not saying this about Gramps. I'm not saying this about Jujubot. I'm not saying this about Blackie. I am only saying this about myself. For me, it was like, wow. It's literally like being on a stage, you know? And I missed the fact that for 10 years I haven't been touring as a musician-ish. I did a couple gigs here and there, but not what it was, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. You know what you're up against when it's that frequent and you have a schedule, written out or printed out back when we did. And so then I go on YouTube and I see this. I'm like, Jujubot? What is this Jujubot? It's the same picture. It's the same personality over and over and over for like months. And then I'm like, what the fuck is this Gramps? And I see Gramps' house, Bad Grandpa. And I see, the same names over and over again. Then we all started becoming friends with each other on the internet. Never met in person. Could be someone from fucking Oregon. How am I gonna have pancakes tomorrow morning with someone from fucking Oregon? So it's the internet. That's what it is. MMP Cody, Jam House, came up with music channels, and we had all that. Still have, actually. So we're going strong, man. We're going strong. It's basically a one big giant fuck the New World Order party because they thought that they were going to control every mechanism of conversation. But what they ended up doing was giving us YouTube, and we ended up using private messengers to circumvent their attempted censorship. And it happened. What's so crazy is we didn't even organize to do it. It just happened naturally. These people are fucking stupid, man. They're not smarter than us. The world controllers are not smarter than us. They're dumb. They came from rich families. Has anybody... Okay, I gotta shut up and take some comments, and then I'll go on a new rant. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't decipher this, but I'll read it out loud. Indiana Jones. Me, my face. My mom laid with her 9 months. My best friend in Florida has been struggling for almost 4 years. Just talked an hour ago. Okay, so that was read out loud. We get Sigmund Floyd. We get R. Boyd. We get Andy Lemieux. We get everyone. Yo, guys, don't worry. Once I shave, I'm gonna have a lot more female viewers. I can tell you that right now. I think that said Soundgarden. Yeah, I'm gonna shave it once I end this stream. But also, prayers go out to you know who. So let's go. Yo, Joan, of course, you're welcome. You know, we all just try to do the best we can do. That's all we can do. You ever heard that phrase? The only thing I can do is the best I can do. So, there's that. No, 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 no. That's not going to happen. I like the paper mache. If anybody wants to make an effigy of me or something out of paper mache and film it, I think that's great. I think that's fantastic. But not with the beard, because tomorrow morning, bald face, totally bald. And it's, damn son, it's gonna feel good. Damn son, damn sister, whoever's watching. Ten watching. That's a really good audience. Can somebody please explain to me, out of the 10 watching, I don't care about the things that are other channels and all that shit coming in the top. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm focused on my stream. So, The question is, how did Building 7 fall on September 11th, 2001? Could someone please tell me? No, I'm just asking. Could someone please tell me? I think it would be like the nicest thing you ever did. Better than bringing a cheesecake to a wedding. So the majority of my audience right now, which is not a small audience, is saying that they think that the building was rigged. Okay. Let's take the net. Stop your thought processes right now. Stop your thought processes right now. Let's move on to the next subject. So the next subject is, if the buildings were rigged for demolition, who were they rigged by? Go. CIA. Okay. You guys have 60 more, guys and girls, you have 60 more seconds to answer my question. I know what you guys are trying to do, and it's not going to work. So just keep going. Just keep doing your thing. All right, R. Boyd raises an interesting point. And I have seen YouTube careers destroyed over even talking about this subject. So I hope they destroy me. I think it's great. The elites, of course, funded it. Notice how many Jews stayed home that day. To my YouTube audience, do you think it was possible that the Jews were behind 9/11? I just asked you a yes or no question. Blackie is very politically correct, and so is Sigmund Freud. Look, I've done the research, man. I've done the research. No, the person that you're watching over the internet. You're watching me over the internet. Okay? You know, you're watching my show for a reason. I've never said this on the internet before. Blackie's gonna freak out. He's gonna be like, ugh. He's probably gonna unfriend me. The September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon were faked. They happened. The actual attacks happened. But the story they said was that a bunch of Muslims went on planes and did those atrocious acts. They did not. It was Israel's control over America who planned the attacks, planned them out so that they could blame the people that they're trying to dominate, which is what they want to do, is take over the Middle East. Yeah. It's hard to hear, isn't it? Sucks, doesn't it? What do they call it? A Hertz donut? Hurts, don't it? I'm mad too. I'm mad as well. This is not an ally. And I'm pissed at President Trump for being such an ally with fucking Israel. Israel. From my research, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right, correct, or any other adjective, okay? What I am saying is this. Is that from my research, Israel is not a friend. They're out for world domination. Why would they be out for world domination? Answer, baby ass. So, when you look at situations like this that are so deep and have so many intercontinental implications, you need to look at this stuff, because what ends up happening is, folks, you all, everybody in the media, I'm not blaming. I'm simply saying you're not able to, you know what, I'll finish this tomorrow. I'm gonna cut. Peace. I'm out. Later.